Oh
casual
yeah, that
now.
was dude, that was cool. I mean, to get in
That
there
was
and do
cool.
that, it always feels like you're in this set, right? Like, but
It is.
now,
I thought it would be way more intimidating than it was. I was like, "I'm just
yeah,
talking to Dean."
yeah, of course. And the truth is we're learning from each other as we go. There's a mirror in there.
There is, and I think there's a lot to be said. I think we align on so many things with, like, the growth and the putting yourself first. I think now more than ever, I think people should do it. I think so many people just burn themselves, especially in the
They
hospitality
do.
industry.
They do. I have a morning meditation practice I'm
Do
in.
you?
Mhm. I started it 7 years ago. And it's taken on its own life. It's like a Netflix show. And they download in me every morning. I call it my pre-shift of the universe. We're going to spend time with
I
other people around us.
like that because it's funny, I've been talking about my morning routine because I feel like I don't have a very good one. And my like health coach keeps being like, you need to meditate. And I'm like, I am not good at meditating. Did you ever
I can coach
struggle with
you.
like getting into it?
Yeah,
And
but
now like
it's steps. It's like
okay.
anything. It's like going to the gym. The first time you walked in the gym, like everything you touched was like awkward and stuff.
Yeah, it
And
just
then now
sucked.
you walk in them, you're smooth, and your clothes are on, and you're like boom, 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 and you're out.
You're
It's the
like, look
same
at
thing with
me.
meditation. It's
Okay.
just work, and once you get used to it, I can coach you. I have a couple students I coach now, and we just take some really strong beginning steps. But meditation is really just learning your own language with the universe.
Yeah.
It's not about shutting out everything. It's not about turning everything off. It's about realizing like you're a master manifester. Like on the
Hmm.
outside, look at your benchmarks, right? They're all there. But on the inside, you never really wanted to go in and look at that light necessarily until recently. And now
Exactly.
you're looking at, and you're like, how deep does that go? And it goes somewhere. I'm just going to tell you. And it's a really great place. And as long as you surround yourself with white light all the time, you have no dangers. It's
Yeah.
safe to go in as deep as you want. And so meditation just starts in that kind of a manner. I like to subscribe a guided meditation in the beginning, like go to YouTube and look up 15-minute guided meditation. And somebody's going to walk you through the woods and into this special place. And you're going to meet your higher self or something. It's
Okay.
fine. Go with the goofiness. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
At some point, you're going to get irritated with like that person's voice in your ear, and then you could just look for 30-minute or non-guided meditation, and you can just find the music. Now, my big trick, if it's a trick, I was raised Catholic. Now,
Hmm.
I don't necessarily identify with the dogmas of that anymore. I identify with light, and I love my man Jesus. He's like my vessel king, like to be as strict and hoping, that I'll work on being my best light is kind of this thing. And I'll leave you with like an analogy at the end. But ultimately, I pray in the beginning of my meditation and I bring to light these representatives by name. And I see
Mm.
them in different colors of light that I've associated over the years to understanding like that's their vibration that's elevated into that. Like Christ's light is a yellowish orange.
Mm.
Jesus lived in it.
Yeah.
He doesn't own it. It
Mm.
belongs to Buddha, Krishna, and a whole lot of other people that were in the same light. It's kind of like the crossover between here and there. You
Huh.
get into higher
Interesting.
lights. It's a mother and father figure, and you'll find that a lot of in Hindu religions. It's Shakti and Shiva. That's our parental figures that we can identify and obviously the light you see above all that it can't be described. I mean, people could use words, but there's nobody even understands it. Not even Shakti and Shiva. The point is they're all in it. We're all in it.
Yeah.
So you like the finger on the hand connected to the arm,
I
just
love
the tip.
that.
We don't have to
Yeah.
be the whole equation. We could just live our purpose within that. And when we find that balance in the morning and we
Hmm.
see it, the rest of our day feels kind of like, oh, that feels unweird. Okay, I'm not the experiencer anymore. I'm in the experience. Holy shit, I fell in. How did I fall in? Let me get up out of this thing.
I
Like
like
I'm
that.
not meant to be in the video game. I'm player one. I'm supposed to be playing through it.
I like that. No, I think that it resonates a lot. I think I always struggle with like my brain never shutting, like stopping long enough to
Yeah, well,
meditate. I
that's
need to work
train.
on. Yeah.
Think about it like this. Think about it like this. Let's just say that meditation is going to speak to your audience and your guides. And let's say you've never gone in there to speak to them, but the first time you go in, they all start screaming all at the same time. Isn't that
Yeah.
about what it feels like?
Yeah.
So it's about going back in over and over again until they all have a chance to say whatever they have to say, and then it starts to quiet down. The idea of meditation is not about forgetting things. It's about realizing you're being spoken and guided in this process by allowing yourself to release into it and not be this anymore. And just be that thing inside you, that light. And when you connect the light like a plug, that's all I'm doing. It gives you downloads in different ways. In my way, I see pictures, different visions of things, you know, lakefront, whatever it could be, but they're all like, and oh, I get that. That makes sense. And they're so informational. It's not like sitting across from a teacher where they're going, da, 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 da. Well, in the beginning, it's so loud because you don't understand what's being said to you. But as you go through it, you start to realize, like in the gym, if I don't bend my arm this way and I bend it this way, or if I do this and I do that, it doesn't hurt. Or I start to find these moments where I can just stop and just like disconnect. And, you know, I use my time in the morning. Sometimes if I'm behind on calls, like, hey, I'm sorry. I was in a wellness break. I'll text, like, I'll be in meditation for 45 minutes. I'll see you in a little bit. I mean,
Yeah.
like, this isn't for everybody else. This is for me to go and meet with my
Mhm.
team. And
Yeah.
when I meet with it, I gotta tell you, the rest of the day turns out pretty really interesting.
I like the reframe of, like, the noise, I'll call it, in my head and how you kind of reframe that. I think that's
It's
what
to
I needed to hear. Because
embrace
other
that.
times yeah, otherwise I'm like, "Oh gosh, I'm crazy." It's just
Well,
not
yeah,
good stuff.
because in the beginning, you wanna believe there's some right way to do it, but there's not. There's only
Well,
gonna be
and
your
that's me, I'm
way
like, "What's the
at
S
some
like,
point.
how do I do that? What's
You start with
the steps?"
emulating like everybody else does. That's our subset skill, and how we grow into it is to find these repetitions. And then once you lay your repetitions on top of repetitions on top of repetitions, all of a sudden you'll realize like that was an answer to a question I never even asked.
Mhm.
Something just happened.
Yeah.
And in the beginning, it just feels like you're going into this gym and sweating every day for no reason. And to be honest with you, I don't know if you can ever say there's results. It's not like getting somewhere and saying, "Oh, I got there. I get it
Like a
now." It's
big
always
check
like,
mark.
yeah, I
Done.
know, it's always this work, and you start to realize you developed a relationship, and
Mhm.
then, like, there's this responsibility, and so I was given guidance, like, "Hey, do this thing every morning you do. It's channeling a lot of good energy. It needs to happen. You need to keep doing it even if you can't see it. Don't question it." And it
Yeah.
wasn't from a human. That came from somewhere else, and so I just follow that in respect, and I feel like if I don't do it, I'm letting something else down. Not that I'm missing out on something for me anymore. And so there's a responsibility, like it's work. Like if I don't do this, it's like a part of my day. Like I didn't do my marketing or I didn't do my
Yeah.
sales or I didn't meet with my team. I just walked right through the office and didn't say hi to anybody and just went back there. You know what I mean? There's ways you can, and I used to smoke cigarettes back in the day and drink coffee in the morning. And I spent way more time doing that, getting my head ready than I do meditating.
Yeah.
And, you know, and I don't miss the cigarette smoking. I could tell you there's just like, it's funny. It's all perception. I used to miss that me time in the morning when I'd smoke cigarettes. That's the only thing, and then when I found how to connect back to that
Mhm.
place,
Just rework
it
it.
was just a conduit. It wasn't
Yeah.
bad. I used cigarettes as a conduit. It was a way to think and, like, to separate myself from everything, and if for some
Exactly.
reason you're able to do that, but it's not healthy for you, you're gonna eventually kill that meat bag, and then what are you
Yeah.
gonna do then? Now everybody's gonna yell at you when you go back. They're gonna be like, "You didn't do your
Exactly.
job.
They're like, "You didn't take good care of it. Didn't
Yeah, you
cherish
let
it."
that thing go. You didn't
Yeah.
cherish it."